Hey beautiful people, happy 2023. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like everybody is starting 2023 with a lot of energy and I'm loving it. I just wanted to do a video kind of running through one of my favorite techniques in the entire world, something I can't live without, something we also see on social, but I wanted to go into detail with it. I feel like this needs to be on YouTube and we need to talk about it. So I'm gonna show you guys really quickly how I got a snatched look. We call it Snatural because it is about looking snatched, but natural and lifted. And for me, lifted contoured makeup is like back with a vengeance. And I love that we are now using concealer and baking instead of all the crazy contour. So I love this technique. I'm gonna show you guys how to get very easy lift. This is actually a look I did without contour. I just used like these nice punchy highlighting shades, you know, shades that are actually brightening and have the right undertones. And we talk about that a little bit. I'm gonna keep this video really simple. We're only gonna be using just a couple of products, just two main products, which is gonna be our concealer that I am obsessed with and I see you guys using and I love when you guys are using it, but also our Easy Bake powder. It's gone viral recently on TikTok and I wanna say thank you to everybody out there who's been using it. So happy to see that you guys love it so much. So let's get into the technique. Let's show you guys how to get a natural. So first things first, if you want to have a really nice snatch, you need to start with a bomb concealer. I'm going to be using our Faux filter concealer because I'm obsessed with it, but whatever concealer you're going to be using, you want to make sure that it has some brightening power and also that it doesn't crease, because if you look all snatch and then it starts to crease with all the powder, you're going to look like a mess. So I have been talking about snatch shades because it's a real thing. I'm going to drop a little bit of information right now, but it's really important because if you stick with it, it's going to make all the difference. So when you're trying to find your snatch shade, you kind of have to do a little bit of experimenting, because if you look for a lighter shade than the concealer you're using, you might hate it, because a lot of times concealers are formulated not only within light to dark, but also with different undertones inside of it. So for instance, I went the shade below my concealer and it was really beigey and I looked not only bright, but illuminated in a way that I didn't want to be illuminated. So you really want to find the right undertone as well. So you do have to do a little bit of experimenting. If you shop with a brand that you know, some of them have different codes and that kind of gives you a good indication on your undertone. So like for instance, the code is 4.5G on the granola, the shade that I usually use. I went to 4.1G. So I made sure that I stuck with that G, that code, and different brands will have different codes. It is so important to find the right coding. We're done with all that intel now. We're gonna go straight into the application. The whole idea with this whole natural look is you want something that is going to lift your face. You might look lifted and beautiful, but when you put like makeup all over your face, things look flat, which is why you need contour and you need highlight. And we kind of went on a little bit of a detour with highlight. We started just using these like luminous type of highlighters. You also need the type of shades. Just as much as you have a contour shade, you need a highlighting shade. So I'm gonna grab, this is Graham Cracker. I love you, Graham Cracker, you're my favorite. And I love this formula because it's very buildable. And I feel like when you're using a concealer that does lift, you need a buildable formula. There's a lot out there in the market. This one's my favorite because of the luminosity, the matte luminosity that it has. I know that's really weird, but when you try it, you totally get what I'm talking about. And I'm going to apply it in places where I want lifted. So first of all, I want to lift my outer eye, the outer corner of my eye. So I'm going to apply a small amount here. And this is going to give me a lift around my eyes. I don't know why I just got perky when I did that, but that's what it makes you feel like doing. Okay, and now I'm gonna put a small amount here because I do wanna add a little bit of a contour to my nose. A lot of people have stopped applying here. It's up to you. You don't have to, you can do whatever rules you want. I'm gonna apply a nice amount here so I can blend it in to this area right here. And then I always feel like you need to lift the cheeks, right? We always want to lift the cheeks. You have this eye area lifted, you got to lift the cheeks too. So we're going to go here around the smile lines. So right here, so far we've got this little triangle, and then I'm going to go here around the lip. And depending on your face shape, if you're very boxy here, don't go too far. I am a little boxy, not too boxy, so I'm just going to take it out right here. And if you're confused, just do this because this will look good on anyone. All right, I'm also going to just make my chin a little perkier, believe it or not. We're going to bring her, make her awake. You kind of see like it's all kind of triangular. You start with like a dot at the bottom and then you go up. You're just kind of like literally lifting the face. That's why it's called a snatch, because you're like, okay, now we're gonna blend. We're gonna keep the blending really simple. It's not really that complicated. I'm just gonna go ahead and start by blending in the product and going upward. You're not blending downward, you're literally pulling it upward. Same thing here. Being careful around the lip. I don't wanna mess up the lipstick. Just blending upward. Like, not that much product, and look what it did. Like, I really didn't put that much product on my face, but like, look at this. I already feel good. This is optional. You don't have to do this, but this is something I like to do. I'm gonna put on my blush now. And you guys have probably seen my technique. I take like just my blush product, I put it on my hand, This is our cheeky tint, which thank you guys. I've been seeing all the love. You guys love it, and I love that you love it. I'm using 2 shades. I just like to mix. I always like to mix a lighter shade with a richer shade. Proud Pink, Perky Peach, and I'm just applying it onto my face just to kind of blend in the blush and the concealer, and I just feel like it looks so good. And because this is a cream blush, it looks beautiful to apply before your powder. But when you add blush, it just adds this really nice warmth to the face. And people obviously have gone really crazy with blush. They put it all over. I like to put it in any area where I've highlighted or contoured. I feel like it's a great blender. Okay, so we're gonna use Easy Bake now. And as you guys know, not all loose powders are created the same. I personally love Easy Bake. We created it in a way where it has these highlighting particles in it. It's not shiny, but it has pigment in it that actually highlights. So we worked really hard to add either yellows, oranges, or pinks, depending on the skin tone. So it's not just like all these shades of beige, it actually has these brightening tones. And I think that's why everyone loves it so much. I've seen so many people on TikTok saying this is the best powder they've ever tried. And I get so excited when I see that because we worked so hard to make it just really easy to use and to make the shades just so skin perfecting. And we'll put it on now. I'm gonna apply it to the area next to my nose. You can already see it's there. And we're gonna now lift it. I'm not really going to bake too much. I'm just gonna kind of press this in. Earlier as I applied concealer, I'm applying this powder. And this really takes it to the next level. And obviously like these have been formulated together, so they work really well together. I always feel like you should use brands together because they formulate products together. Even when I was a blogger back in the day, you get the best look from using formulas together. It's just like, that's how brands work. So if I was using a MAC product, I would use like the additional products that go together. If I was using Makeup Forever, whatever it was. So if you have tried our concealer or our Easy Bake, you should try them together because I'm telling you, you'll love it. But whatever brand you're using, it is best to use them together. What a difference. Do you see this? I'm the same person. I'm just lifted. Like I feel like this is it. This is it. This is what I've been missing. This is what so many of us have been missing. I'm taking whatever's left on my puff and I'm just like kind of blending out the edges, and I'm doing the same thing here. And I haven't applied any contour or bronzer yet. Nothing. Only the blush. And just look at this. I'm not gonna lie, I'm feeling myself on this side of my face. I'm feeling myself on this side too, but I feel a lot more put together. And I feel like that's what concealer and a good baking powder do. They just make your whole look put together and they make you look really nice and airbrushed. A lot of times I actually feel like I see my makeup on when I don't bake. And I think that's one reason why baking has become a huge phenomenon. No matter how much makeup you like to wear, you know that you need to bake because it just brings everything together. All right, I'm gonna finish the rest of my face. I'm gonna come back and we'll see the full natural snatched face. All right guys, so this is the final look with just the snatch technique that I showed you guys. I'm gonna add some bronzer. I'm also gonna finish my eye makeup and I'll be right back. You can see my snatch, my face is lifted, but it's actually been a little while since I left you guys. I actually finished my makeup, but then I had to have lunch. Then I had a meeting. I had a few things I had to do. I just saw my daughter. So did a few things. My snatch is still there, but also my makeup is in place, which is a triple whammy. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys like this really quick technique. I know we see a lot of these things on TikTok and Instagram. We never get to walk through all of the details, and I want to do that for you guys. So let me know what you guys think down below. If you guys want to see more videos like this too, really quick snippets, tips, techniques, pro tips, hacks, whatever you want to see, let me know down in the comment section below because I would love to create those videos for you guys. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Make sure you guys subscribe, turn your notifications on so you can check out the next video and see as soon as it's uploaded. Love you guys so much. See you guys later.